That shit got me so hot, my nigga. So hot. Like, yo, I do not play when it comes to my child. Don't play with me. But it's like, it's a whack feeling when your kid don't, not even trying to you and try to call somebody else mommy. Watch. I'm not even gonna touch y'all because everybody wanna be suing people. I'ma spit at y'all motherfucker like this. Like that. Don't play when it comes to my kid.
The drama's back on full blast. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj are going at it again, and this time it's way past petty. Their long-running feud, already one of the wildest in hip-hop, has just hit a whole new low because now their kids are being dragged into it. What started as slick tweets and shady captions has turned into a no-holds-barred war. Cardi threw out a shady comment suggesting Nicki's son, Papa Bear, was slow, echoing ugly rumors that had already been circling online. That alone was bad enough, but what came next? Straight up chaos. Cardi allegedly claims she's got proof, saying she has Papa Bear's medical records. Yes, actual records. And she's threatening to leak them for the whole world to see. That's not just messy anymore. That's crossing every line imaginable. Fans were left stunned, wondering how a rap beef went from subs and bars to dragging innocent kids into the spotlight. Nicki's camp is reportedly furious, and social media exploded overnight with people demanding answers. Some say Cardi just destroyed her own reputation with that move, while others believe she's bluffing to get attention. Either way, this beef just became something no one saw coming, a full-blown public scandal with real lives caught in the crossfire. At this point, this feud isn't about music anymore. It's personal, cruel, and completely out of control. How did we even end up here? This beef has gone from bad to straight up vile. Everybody already knows Cardi B and Nicki Minaj can't stand each other. That's no secret. But nobody could have predicted they'd stoop this low, dragging each other's kids and actually wishing bad on them. It's been pure chaos online these past few days, and all of it kicked off because of Cardi's new album, Am I the Drama? And baby, yes, she definitely is. Nicki's fans came out swinging the second that album dropped. They're convinced Cardi's been throwing slick shade at Nicki long before the release, planting little jabs in her videos and lyrics. In one clip, fans swear Cardi wasn't just flexing her success. She was bragging that she'd outsell Nicki.
And there is an album, so you talking about no album with it? What? Y'all don't even want me to drop that album because y'all gonna be crying. Because I'ma outsell. I'ma have hits. I'ma be on top. That's a fact. Y'all better, y'all never watch the Fairly Odd Parents when they say you gotta be careful what you wish for because what you be wishing for is not what you're gonna want.
Cardi didn't name any names, but come on. With how nasty their feud's been over the years, fans didn't need her to. They instantly clocked that she was taking shots at Nicki's Pink Friday too. Cardi's album pulled an impressive 200,000 first-week sales, but Nicki's project still came out on top, hitting around 227,000. That small gap turned into a full-blown brag fest online, and that's when things got shady. Nicki started retweeting posts, hyping her own stats, and fans noticed real quick. She reposted stuff like, Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2 remains the biggest first-week female rap album this decade, and the largest vinyl sales week for a female rapper since 1991. Basically, Nicki was reminding everyone who still runs the charts and making sure Cardi felt it. Now the fan bases are at war again, and it's getting uglier by the hour. This isn't just music anymore, it's ego, pride, and pure shade flying on every timeline. Nicki Minaj's numbers don't lie. Pink Friday 2 is still holding its crown. Even with all the new releases since 2023, Nicki's album remains the biggest debut for a female rap project on Spotify. Despite dropping in the middle of the Christmas season, it still pulled an insane 28.2 million streams on day one. And on top of that, Nicki now owns 2 of the top 5 biggest Spotify debuts for female rap albums ever. She's earned the right to flex. No question about it. But the timing of her bragging sparked serious backlash. While everyone was congratulating Cardi on her new album, Nicki was busy retweeting her own stats, and it came off as petty and shady. Fans immediately clocked that the tension was about to boil over, but nobody could have predicted just how far it would go. Because out of nowhere, Cardi allegedly went for the jugular by putting Papa Bear at the center of the drama, claiming he might have autism. That one comment flipped everything upside down and turned this feud into something darker than before. Nicki fired back with a tweet that read like a diss track. Barney Dangerous, ABCDEFG, falling off the charts with that big belly running trains barefoot, still smelly. Still, you could not outsell me. ABCDEFG surgery to look like me. Tell the rat and tell Jay-Z. Rico fraud and perjury. ABCDEFG Lighten said that her mom was streaming. The alphabet was a direct jab at Cardi's Magnet song on her album, but Nicki twisted it into a full-blown roast. Cardi caught it instantly and clapped back in her own style, quoting her lyrics. Must call on notifications and alerts, cause everything I do. A hating BC at first, she even tweeted another shot. Coca-Cola Barbie. The power I have. Make these beats come out of rehab every time. Go to your effing room. Nothing more annoying than a bore bee. You must have missed me, huh? Crazy. Now kiss my feet. The whole thing has turned into a lyrical street fight online. A messy public rap war where every tweet feels like a verse in a diss record. Things got real ugly, fast. Nicki wasn't holding back at all and took another savage swing at Cardi, saying, broad talking pregnant with the fourth baby berry, BBV HPV. Allegedly, that line alone had the internet gasping. But Cardi, she wasn't about to stay quiet. She fired back instantly with her own alphabet clapback. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Your man has to snatch P. P tastes like honey. Comb your bro, be touching 12-year-old. That response sent the internet into a frenzy, but Cardi wasn't done. She called Nicki out directly for repeatedly bringing up her pregnancy, tweeting, all right, now this is the third tweet talking about my pregnancy. Like you wasn't going to different fertility doctors because you couldn't reproduce some. All them peas scrambling your eggs. Not allegedly. Lord, protect my baby, it was brutal. Nicki then switched tones, replying with a tweet that tried to sound mature, saying she never had fertility issues and that it's not something to joke about, adding that women who struggle with it deserve compassion and support. Fans were torn. Some praised her for speaking up, while others thought she was only doing damage control after getting too messy. And then things took a darker turn, because the kids got dragged again. Nicki tweeted, Barney B and Toure Vulture. At first, some people thought she was calling Cardi a culture vulture, but the message was crystal clear. She was taking a jab at Cardi's daughter, Culture. Nicki even doubled down with another tweet that had people outraged. Culture Vul. You ugly too. From there, she went completely off the rails. Nicki allegedly posted, album flopped, never wanna fight, outrank you when you going to gangs. Shut the F up, come fight. Sympathy baby couldn't pull 228,000, a B-port abort mission. Then she reportedly crossed an unforgivable line, saying, Culture, you one road and a monkey like your sister Cokie. B, please don't sniff Coca-Cola with baby number 4 and 5. Culture a vulture and her mama a crow. So stupid to not see. Once Wendy ate that crow, what happened? The backlash was immediate. Fans were disgusted. What started as a rap rivalry had spiraled into something vile and deeply personal. At this point, people weren't even talking about music anymore. Just pure hatred spilling all over social media. This is where things hit rock bottom. No filters, no limits, just pure venom. Nicki threw out another jab saying, they played you to do that hex to yourself, your flop-heavy tongue hot for once. But Cardi took that as a green light to go all the way in. She snapped back hard, crossing every boundary and turning the feud into an all-out war between the mothers themselves. Cardi went straight for Nicki's soft spot, her son, Papa Bear. And that's when things got way too personal. She wrote, do you wish you could call my daughter ugly? Culture was beautiful, and you know that. You hate so deep it's dark and nasty because your son's nonverbal because you messed him up with them drugs. You jealous of everybody's kids and their happiness. Papa Bear, I'm sorry you can't speak and banging spoons because your mom couldn't put the drugs down. I'm sorry your mom don't even pay attention to you on your birthday because she's so obsessed and dark-spirited. That banging spoons line was a brutal reference to a viral clip of Papa Bear playing with spoons, and it instantly had the internet divided. Some were in shock, others were furious that Cardi would bring a child into it so cruelly. Cardi kept going though, saying, you said that culture was what? That slow son that came out your pee? You were wishing so much negativity on me while I was pregnant. And look at your karma. Look what your rotten spirit produced. Now he a 5-year-old tippy-toeing around the house and can't spell his name. It was painful to read, but it didn't stop there. Nicki clapped back in pure rage, tweeting, Dear Culture Vulture, your mom is pregnant with another monkey to add to her litter. The gag is she jealous of a little baby boy just 'cause his hair's smaller than all 4 of you bald monkeys put together. That tweet sent social media into full meltdown. The level of disrespect was unreal, and fans from both sides were disgusted. Cardi finally hit back one last time saying, I said it back in 2018 and nobody believed me, but you've been talking about my child since I was pregnant. You've been jealous of my child. I never mentioned or talked about your kid, and it's one thing to be jealous of me. The tension was explosive. What used to be rap rivalry had turned into a dark, twisted family war, and people were calling for both of them to stop before it got even uglier. Cardi's rage hit an entirely new level. She wasn't just clapping back anymore, she was torching the whole timeline. She tweeted, but to be jealous of my kids is insane. You jealous of my kids because they're beautiful and smart. That's why God punished you with having a slow kid. You hate your child because you wish you could brag on him for his milestones, but the only thing you can brag on is hair. You dummy. I'm letting you know again. Stop playing with my kid. You just made your son's favorite color is 5. Get the F on, you crackhead. That alone had social media in flames, but Nicki wasn't backing down. She fired back with, Barney B said she wishes she was dead. Even after beginning her letter of monkeys, Jake's 5 bad for y'all, she continued raw and got pregnant with another monkey. You said, oh well, he all my baby daddies now. Your husband said he never liked you. Hubby told you years ago how ugly you always looked, swollen and busted in the face from surgery. So guess what? So take my money. Yes, daddy? OW. It's both our money now, Sadie. It was insult after insult, and it was only escalating. That's when Cardi snapped completely and went for the deepest cut yet, Nicki's medical records. She tweeted, why it's kept is you've been diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar for almost 9 years, and you also on heavy perks and Xanax, and you don't listen to nobody around you. The only person that has the power is Kenneth Petty. But you know what happens with that Amex when you sedated? This was the moment the internet froze. Cardi had basically put Nicki's alleged private health struggles on blast for millions to see. And then she went even further, echoing rumors that Kenneth Petty was allegedly encouraging Nicki's substance use to control her. Fans instantly remembered how Kim Barbie first spilled this same tea, saying Nicki's husband was no different from Wendy Williams' ex-husband, loving the pockets more than the person. Cardi even added fuel by claiming Kenneth was allegedly mixing Nicki's nose candy with horse tranquilizers and Ozempic to keep her sedated, all while taking her money and letting her spiral publicly. It was a nasty read, vicious, raw, and calculated. What started as a feud between 2 rap titans had turned into one of the ugliest public meltdowns social media had ever seen. With both women exposing things that were never meant to leave private conversations, Cardi wasn't done yet. Not even close. She kept swinging, and this time, she leaned straight into the most sensitive rumor of all, the talk that Nicki's son, Papa Bear, might be autistic. According to Cardi, she's got receipts to back it up. She tweeted, and let me tell you something, let this be the last time you mention my kids before I speak the tea on yours. While you talking about ABCS, you gonna leave me the F alone today, ho? I'm sick of you, B. Now, the rumor that Papa Bear could be on the spectrum has been floating around for a while, but there's zero proof, just gossip from fans trying to read between the lines. Papa Bear is 5, and we don't see much of him online, so nobody really knows what's true. Maybe he's quiet, maybe he's just private. Either way, that's not for strangers to dissect. Still, after Cardi's post, people started acting like it was confirmation. Some even twisted it into a cruel gotcha moment against Nicki, claiming her silence was proof, which is wild. Fans went digging for every little clip, pointing out how he doesn't talk much on camera, even though Nicki rarely shows her son publicly at all. For all anyone knows, that boy could be talkative and happy at home. The internet just doesn't see it. But Cardi claiming to have medical receipts, that's a whole new level of violation. Whether it's real or not, it's disgusting to even go there, especially when it's about a child. Autism isn't something to mock or weaponize in a rap beef. These are kids, not props for drama. And at this point, people are begging for someone, anyone, to step in. Because this isn't a beef anymore, it's an emotional street brawl being broadcast live. Fans are saying these two need to be locked in a room and forced to settle it privately because dragging each other's kids online has gone way too far. The whole situation feels like a modern-day version of Lil' Kim versus Foxy Brown, except worse. Back then, it ended with shots fired. This time, it's reputations and families being destroyed in real time. And just when everyone thinks the Cardi versus Nicki war can't possibly get uglier, it always does. And now, here we are. The feud has hit the absolute bottom. Cardi's out here threatening to leak Papa Bear's medical records, and Nicki's clapping back like her whole legacy's on the line. What started as a little bit of petty shade has exploded into an all-out war where nothing is sacred anymore. Not family, not kids, not even private medical info. What in the HIPAA violation is going on? At this point, this isn't about rap bars or charts, it's about revenge, pride, and who's willing to drag the other the lowest. Both of them have gone so far that there's barely a line left to cross. And honestly, it's hard to imagine either woman backing down after all this heat. So here's the real question. If this is where things stand now, how much darker can this battle get from here? Don't forget to hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe, because this story is far from over.